on, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Father and
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a happy good morning to you, wherever you are. This is the Clara Luper radio show, and today's show is being brought to you by someone that you love, someone that you care about, someone that's concerned about you. The friendly people at Gates Barber Shop, located here in Oklahoma City at 2609 North Martin Luther King. They say it's time for you to come on by and get that haircut. I have some things to give away today because we've got to get ready for Christmas. Oh, Christmas is coming, and I sure want to see Santa Claus. I want somebody to call me and ask me, Clara, what do you want for Christmas? Because I want to tell you what I want for Christmas. And I want you to know that today's program is a very special program because I'm going to give you exactly what you want. You wanted to hear the news. You wanted to belong. And I'm going to give you that opportunity. Okay, let us look briefly at the people that's making this program possible. Marilyn Hildred of Allstate Insurance Company. The company that's located at 730 Britton Road in Oklahoma City. The telephone number is 8430811. And Marilyn wants to be your insurance agent. That's Marilyn Hildred at 730 North Britton Road, 8430811. You can go down to hometown and do that shopping, getting ready for the holidays at 2001 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. You have read about Johnson Shardina's daycare. You know that's the best in the West. Johnson Shardina's, located at 1643 Northeast 50th Street in Oklahoma City, 424-4656. Johnson's Shardina's. My first question today is, who won the 2A championship in the state of Oklahoma? The first one called me. I'm going to give you some good old chitlins. The first one called me. I have the most intelligent radio audience out. And you're talking about intelligence and know-how. Call me Herc Plumbing Company. It was willing to take care of all your plumbing needs. The telephone number is 771-4875, 558-4040. 558-4040 or 771-4875. This is the Clara Luper radio show. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
They were the Millwood Falcons that won the 2A championship.
And who is this?
Joy Hall.
Joy Hall, you are exactly right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a moment we have waited for. Joy, we know what to do with Joy because we know the Halls are on the ball. At this time, I'll give you our sports reporter.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Fidel, your sports reporter. Millwood is the 2A football champions. It's all about Millwood School. It happened at Lewis Field in Stillwater, Oklahoma. All eyes were on Donovan Woods, a senior at Millwood High School. 8 rushes for 54 yards, completed 8 passes for 169 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Listen to the scores. Millwood 40, Pawnee 18. Tiger Woods had surgery on his left knee. Basketball scores. Carl Albert 42. El Reno 39. Crooked Oak 81. Luther 68. John Marshall 65. Star Spencer 59. This is Fidel, your sports reporter.
Thank you, Fidel. And now I know you're wondering about the weather. Our weather boy is here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Delion, your weather boy. The sun is shining today, but it's still chilly. but it's still Jerry. That I know that I'm very young. You're a weather boy.
Well, thank you. What will the weather be like tomorrow?
I don't know what it's gonna be tomorrow.
Well, what do you know?
This maybe don't be Christmas.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This portion of our program is being brought to you by Allstate Insurance Company, 730 North Britton Road in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I promise you, this will be something that you will always remember. Something to remember. Something to remember. And this is the holiday season, and we would like to extend holiday greetings to all of you. Well, tonight is a big night. Tonight is a night that the people from Hoffman and Grayson get together for their annual Christmas party. According to Mrs. Johnny Nixon, Mr. Gene Ford, and others, this Christmas party will be something to remember. They tell me that the turkeys are, I don't know what they are doing to the turkeys. I don't know, but I know that tonight is a big night of the Grayson Hoffman Club, and just think they will all be over to my house. Thank you, Clara Luper. Hello?
How you doing today?
Oh, I'm fine today because Christmas is coming and I want to see Santa Claus. And I need some wisdom, so give me some.
To lose is not always failure. To lose is not always failure.
To lose is not always failure.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's great. To lose is not always failure. Thank you. And look here. I'm going to tell you what I want for Christmas. You know, last week I told you all that I had connections downtown. Do you remember? Do you remember me telling you, all of you, that I had connections downtown? I connect with OG&E, ONG, the water department, Cox Cable. And when I don't connect with them, they disconnect with me.
Hello?
This is Clara Luper. Yes, hello? Okay. Well, today I've already given away some chitlins. I'm going to give away. Who is the superintendent of schools at Millwood School? You're talking about Millwood, the 2A championship. Hello?
This Gloria Burst Matthews.
Yes.
Gloria,
Glory what?
Isn't that terrible? Gloria, I just can't think this morning.
Now, you can think, you can always think. Glory. I know Gloria is looking for someone.
Yes,
Gloria
this is Gloria Burst Matthews.
Okay.
This is Gloria.
Yes, this is Gloria. We all know now this is Gloria.
Yeah, I am asking if any of the audience out there went to night school in the 6th or 7th of John Marshall and Central State High School. If they did, I would like for them to call me at 427-7856 or 424-4656. I'm trying to find out what year that school had the night school. It was John Marshall High and Central High.
Okay.
And would you please call me, anyone out there in the radio land that went to night school?
Okay, wait a minute. Don't go too fast for me. You're looking for somebody that went to night school at John Marshall High School in the 60s?
Or 70s.
Or 70s. Oh, that's not hard.
John Marshall and Central High.
Okay, then. Well,
we went 2 nights at Central High and 2 nights at John Marshall.
Okay.
So if you're out there and hear me, would you please call and let me know?
Okay.
If you remember the dates.
Okay. Well, we'll see, and I'm sure that they will. They can call the radio station. Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
I'd like to answer the question.
Okay, answer the question.
It's Gloria Griffin.
You're exactly right. And who is this?
Livonia Lemons.
Miss Lemons, you are exactly right. It's Gloria Griffin. Now, the next question is coming up, and I want you to listen very, very carefully because I've got to get rid of these chitlins so we can have a chitlin strut. We're going to have a chitlin good time, and I'm going to tell you what I want for Christmas, and I know you know what you want. You're going to get some chitlins. One of you will get a turkey today, and one of you will get a ham, one of you will get a haircut, one of you will get a dinner down to down to Stell's Restaurant. Soul food. Oh, pies of all descriptions. Oh, my gracious. Some of you will get to go to Gates Barbershop and get you a free haircut. Some of you will go to Adams Barbershop and get you a free haircut. That's what you will get. That's exactly what you will get. Okay, this is Clara Luper, and today is a big day, and I'm so excited about today because today was tomorrow, but today is today, and you're listening. I want to give you some chitlins because we are talking about Millwood School. Where is Millwood School? What district is Millwood School located in? What's the name of that district? Call me at 672-1220. Call me and tell me what district. What's the name of that district? I know we are in the Oklahoma City School District, and the Oklahoma City District is about to run out of money. Wonder why? I don't know. Ask Thelma Parks and ask Mr. Clara. Ask your representatives and ask your superintendent. How in the world can a school system plan for a year and then run out of money before January? Okay. What is the name of the school district in which Millwood is located? Hello, this is Clara. Hello?
It's the Millwood School District.
You are exactly right. And what is your name?
My name is Anna Slaughter.
You are exactly right, Anna Slaughter, and I have your address and everything, and I'm going to take care of you, okay?
I get some chitlins, right?
Yes, you need some chitlins.
Thank you very much, Clara.
Okay, thank
Bye.
you. All right. We are talking about Millwood School because they won a 2A state championship in the 2A category. We are real proud and congratulations. The next question, who is the football coach at Millwood High School? I just need to know that because so many times we look at Donovan Woods and all, we don't look at the coach. Who is the coach? Call me and I'll give you some chitlins. I've got to get rid of these chitlins in a hurry. And who could be better? Well, I want you to ask me what I want for Christmas so I can tell you because in the first place, talk is one thing, but action is another one. Action is another one, and I mean action. This is Clara Luper. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
The coach is Don Willis.
Don Willis, and who is this?
David Hall.
Don Willis is the coach. You are exactly right, and congratulations to Mr. Willis for a championship team. We needed that. We needed a championship team. Well, this is Clara Luper, and let me ask you a question. Why is it that you all aren't putting up Christmas lights? It's a disgrace in Oklahoma City. All the money you big shot people have on the northeast side of Oklahoma City, and some of you won't even put up a Christmas light. That is a shame. If you don't have enough money to buy a Christmas light, I know some people that will buy you a light if you aren't too lazy to put it up. Be sure, when you put up a Christmas light in front of your business, you're saying that I know that I appreciate your business and I want you to see it. And I would like to congratulate Freedom Center. I would like to congratulate Freedom Center and those people. That building is really decorated. Don't take my word for it. Pass by there tonight at any time. This is Clara Luper. I had the opportunity this week to go to the Human Rights ceremony at the state capitol. And I've been asked not to talk bad about that ceremony. But I don't know what is bad and what's good. I do know one thing. I do know that the ceremony could not be heard by those of us that had given up our hours to go out there. We couldn't hear it because of the noise in the Capitol. There was a group from Tulsa that could really sing, but they were in the back of us, and we couldn't see the singers. The speaker spoke about Native Americans, but in his human rights speech, he forgot to mention that there were some blacks in the state of Oklahoma. I guess it was an oversight. But speaking at an oversight at the Capitol, I had the opportunity to go at the Capitol and look around. Do you know blacks are scarce at the Capitol? Out on the ground, I saw Indians. I saw everybody was saying blacks. It's nothing but a tree that's been planted by the NACP. Why is it that somebody won't say, hey, we are here, we helped to build this state? I don't know. I know there are some pictures of 2 or 3 people inside the Capitol, but I'm talking about on the outside. Can we not get a plaque that says, a salute to the blacks that helped to build Oklahoma. I know if I were your representative or your senator, I would raise so much sand that they would put something black out there. And the reason, because I'm black. I'm black as a blackberry. This is Clara Luper from Hoffman, Oklahoma, and tonight is a night that we will get together and celebrate. Kelvin, you walking around here and at the state capitol, I didn't see anything black for visitors that are coming to the capitol to know that blacks even existed. I'm talking about on the outside.
Well, Mom, this is a very beautiful morning, as Darian said. This is a very beautiful day, as the Millwood Falcons feel. This is a very beautiful day for those of us in Oklahoma, but you are absolutely right. You can go through the state capitol. You can go to the state capitol. You have to really look to find something black, and generally there's nothing there about black history. But I'm sure that will change because we have a new set of representatives coming in. We have a new set of senators coming in. We got a new governor coming in, and they know that there are black people in Oklahoma.
Well, maybe they should do what Senator Lott said. What you remember Senator Lott expressed his views at that big 100-year party for the senator that talked and filibustered against the civil rights bill. All that man talked about us.
He certainly did. As history says that Strom Thurmond, that was one of the longest filibusters ever in the history of the Senate, wasn't
and
he?
I had the opportunity to hear him.
And he said this over and over and over again, that basically we don't want no black folk doing nothing. No, we weren't black then. We were Negroes. We don't want no Negroes in our restaurants. We don't want no Negroes going to our schools. We don't want no Negroes going to our houses, and staying in the same house addition. But Strom Thurmond, he said it then, but thank God he's
100 years old and he won't be there. But then they pass it on from one generation to another. This is Clara Luper. Hello. Okay.
Well, Mom, we're waiting on the call, right?
You're waiting on the call.
I'm so happy that you're here this morning. And, Mom, this is the best December the 14th that we've ever had. You know that? 2002.
Yes. Okay, Dina Red is here. Dina? Hello? Okay, where is Dina? I thought she was here.
Well, she's close, Mom.
Okay,
Good
hello,
things
Dina.
happen when you listen to the Clara Luper radio show. 672-1220 is the number. Hey, well, this is your Black History almost month. We're waiting on you, Dina. We got you coming up. You're coming close. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But we want everybody to know that this is the month that we're giving away chitlins, turkeys, hams.
Dinners.
We're talking about Stale's Restaurant, Tom's Barbecue. We're talking about some great things that will add to your Christmas celebrations.
Okay, we are ready to go, Dina.
Good morning, Mrs. Luper.
Good morning.
This is Dina Red, and I first of all would like to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of our listeners in Radio Land. Mrs. Luper, I have an announcement to make this morning. If there is anyone out there in Radio Land who went to school at night school at Central High School or John Marshall with my mother, Gloria Burse, at that time in the late 60s, would you please call us?
What's that number, Dina?
The telephone number Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. is 424-4656. 424-4656.
Okay, Dina, you're saying went to school. What do you mean, the night school? What was happening down there?
At John Marshall and Central High School during the late 60s.
Okay, maybe some prizes waiting for those people.
No telling.
And no telling what will happen.
Or it might be like my class reunion, Mom. They may be having a big potluck dinner somewhere. Everybody bring.
But one thing about the people from Hoffman and Grayson, we don't have to have potluck.
Oh, well, we're still learning because my class of 62 from Douglas, well, we're the potluckingest Negroes that you ever seen. And they say the celebrations have been great, but the people I've talked with have said that. But then you never know until you go to one, so I'm not going to talk much about it until next week.
Okay, Dina, I understand you're getting ready for the Martin Luther King celebration in Midwest City.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Luper. It's going to be a grand event this year. I hope you don't mind me announcing to our listeners that our keynote speaker, January the 20th, 2003 will be Mrs. Clara Luper. And ladies and gentlemen, she is going to bring the house down. This is our third year of attempting to get her to agree to be our keynote speaker, and she has finally agreed. So we're very excited about it. It will be at Rose State at the big community center there, and it will be held at 7 o'clock in the morning on the 20th of January, and everyone is invited to attend.
At 7 o'clock in the morning?
There is no charge. Yes, Calvin, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, my goodness.
You can do it. You can make it.
Where will it be now? Where will it be again?
It's going to be, what is that facility called, Mrs. Luper?
I'm not going to give out any information.
Oh, dear. It's at Rose State College at the Performing Arts Center.
Oh, that's where they are. Will
That's
they
where
be
all
serving
the
breakfast
plays
this
and
year?
the concerts are being held now.
Will they be serving breakfast this year?
Oh, yes, definitely. And it's just such an exquisite breakfast. It's wonderful. We're going to have biscuits and gravy and sausage gravy and fruit and all kinds of wonderful food. So
well, I want to come. I want to be there. Anytime Mom speaks, I love to be there. And if
Calvin,
you haven't ever heard Clara Luper speak
wait.
beside here on the radio,
I know.
Wait, Dina, let me finish now. We take a minute and sit back and relax. And let's brag about how great Mom can speak. You know, how I was at one church where she spoke. Boy, I tell you, if
Calvin,
they wouldn't take, but that's neither
Calvin,
here nor there. We're talking about January 20th, 2003, Midwest City, Rose State College, and there the Midwest City community is getting together to celebrate the birthday of our good friend, a young man that has done so much for all of us, Dr. Martin Luther King. And Mom is going to be the speaker this year in the breakfast. How much does it cost? Does it cost me anything?
It's free of charge. Now,
Wait a
if you
minute,
were
Dina.
listening to me a minute ago, you would have heard me say it is free of charge, and that's what we want the public to know. And everyone is
free
invited, and there is no charge.
Free. I can hear Clara Luper speak. I can get a great breakfast.
A wonderful breakfast, smoked ham,
and that's
smoked
at the
turkey.
Rose State.
It's going to be a wonderful breakfast. This is our 5th year.
Okay. Well, you know, Dina, one thing about the Midwest City community, and I'm extremely proud of it, because not like some of the communities that don't celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday, Midwest City has really gone all out. Now, there will also be a reception.
Reception,
when will that be?
Yes, that is going to take place, Calvin, and that reception will be held on January the 17th, and it will be at Rose State College in the Founders Room, and it will be held at 7 o'clock in the evening. Now, there will be a press conference that will be held at 6:30 that evening. So we will have the limousine transport our keynote speaker, Mrs. Luper.
Wait a minute.
And have her there.
Can she get anybody to ride with her?
Well, her own guest, whomever she chooses.
Oh, Mom, what about it? Can I ride with you?
Calvin, thank you, Dina.
You're welcome, Mrs. Luper, and I'd like to encourage everyone in Radio Land to come out to that breakfast. It's January 20th, 7 o'clock, at the Rose State College Performing Arts Center.
And that reception
Wait a minute, I have something to tell.
Yes, Miss Guest Speaker.
That I want her to do. I know you're proud of Millwood School. They've just won the 2A championship for I think this is the 3rd year. Would you congratulate them, please?
Yes, I will, absolutely. And for those of you who know, I have been an active participant in the lives of children at Millwood from the time my daughters were in kindergarten through 12th grade. They're now junior and senior in college. Congratulations, Millwood High School. I am proud of all of our ball players, and as special congratulations to a young man who is a member of my church, Corey Muse, who has done a wonderful job not only athletically but academically as well. So congratulations, Millwood.
There's so much bragging we can do about a school system where Dr. Griffin, Gloria Griffin, has been a superintendent with a dream, and she's helped make that Millwood school system a lot better. I'm looking forward to what the future holds for Millwood School, Mom.
Yes, Calvin. What is history anyway? It's a story of people.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the story is written in a book. Sometimes it's a picture. Sometimes it's a river. Thank you, Dina, for being our very distinguished guest today.
You're welcome, Ms. Luper. And I'd also like for everyone to know who's listening out there that I'm not partial but I am. I'm Clara Luper's admin aide and her personal
Oh,
secretary.
you're not partial, but you are. Get off the ad.
All right,
Have you ever heard that she's not partial? She is so partial. Thank you, Dina.
You're welcome, Miss Luper. Bye-bye.
January
Bye-bye.
17th, January 20th, big
Okay.
days. Midwest
Today's
City.
program is being brought to you by Vance Motor Company. There's a black man down the Vance Motor Company that sells probably more automobiles than anybody else. If you tell me his name, I'll give you some chitlins. And I'm gonna say, Kevin, I'm giving these chitlins away
Mom, you're
today.
doing a very good job today because of the fact that this is a special. This is a very
Who is
special
that?
show.
Who is that
You know?
black man that sells all those
Who is
cars?
that black man down at Advanced Motors?
Yes,
That's in
because-
Guthrie.
Because I want to tell you about Vance's Motor Company.
Tell
I
us a
feel
little
you
bit
don't
about
know. If you need a car, see Rodale at John Vance's Motor, I-35 and South Guthrie exit. They have 11 lines to select from: Cadillacs, Buicks, Pontiacs, GMC trucks, Ford cars. They have utility vehicles, Chryslers, Dodges, Mercurys. But I want to know who is that black man down at Vance Motor Company.
Mom, this is a very special show.
Okay, we
this
have
morning.
Calvin. We have someone right now.
We have someone
that
on
want
line?
to tell us. Yes.
Oh, okay. Good morning. Welcome to the Clara Luper Radio Show. Beautiful December the 14th. Darian said the sun is shining. How are you doing?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter. The NAACP Youth Council meetings are every Monday night at 7 o'clock, and I hope that everyone out in Radio Land will come and join and support us. Also, remember that Jesus is the reason for the season. And I believe I do have the answer to the question, Miss Luper.
Okay, what is it?
Rodale Hornbeak?
You're exactly right. You got you some chitlins.
Oh, the fantastic reporter won
Got some
again.
chitlins. Yes. Okay, thank you so very kindly.
I wonder where she goes to school.
Okay. I don't know where she goes to school, but I know she would tell you where she goes to school. Willie's Barbecue is located at 3815 North Kelly in Oklahoma City. You can get that delicious barbecue. That sauce was made by Willie himself. Do you like full service? I like to drive up and tell the man how much gas I want. Not only that, he will clean my car at Northeastern Apco, 2523 North Martin Luther King. Adams Barber and Beauty Shop, 1517 Northeast 23rd Street, where they will get you ready and have you looking good for Christmas, whether you are male or female. Adams Barber Shop, 1517 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. You need to buy you a home. I never shall forget Reverend Wynn, who was a pastor of Fifth Street Baptist Church. One Sunday, he got up in the pulpit and he asked all of us, all of you that own your own homes, hold up your hands. And it was quite embarrassing because just a few of us own our homes. And when he got through talking about us, we all went out and buy homes. But if you want a home and you don't know what to do, call Ted Hamlin, 755-9052. When you think of friends, a friend is somebody that helps you when you are in need, and the East Side's in need of people to support the East Side. That's why I'm so happy to announce the support of All Pro Cleaners, located at 1018 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City, owned by a beautiful young lady who will take care of your clothes. Now, don't take my word for it. You take your clothes down there. You can take them down there until 12 o'clock today. All Pro Cleaners in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
They're open after 12 today, aren't they?
No, they are open on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 12, but on Monday through Friday, they are open from 7 a.m.
I'd
to
like to
6
go by
o'clock
there.
p.m. I hear so
that's
many
so
people
nice
say,
and
ooh, I
courteous."
want to help my people. You sure help them by not supporting them. McKay Davis Funeral Home is located at 1616 Northeast 36th Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Sammy Davis, David Shelton, Yvonne Davis, that whole group would like to extend to you holiday greetings. Mrs. Withers' funeral will be held in Clearview, Oklahoma today at 11 o'clock. And that's the sister of Irene Drake, a well-known educator in Okfuskett County. Holiday greetings are being extended to you from Temple Funeral Home, located at 2801 North Kelly in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. If you don't believe John Temple and his staff have what it takes, you go down to Temple Funeral Home, 2801 North Kelly in Oklahoma City. Oh, I like to go to Marie's barbershop, beauty shop, where you
Okay.
can not only get your hair done, but you can buy you some pretty clothes. 1917 Northeast 24th Street. We call it the clothes closet, and she just has one of each. And she's having a sale. Go down there and see what
Well,
she
where
has.
is it, Mom? Just you tell me to go. Where am I
1917
going?
Northeast 24th Street at the little
1917.
petite beauty shop,
Okay.
where you can get your hair done and you can get clothes fitted to your satisfaction. Today I want to make you aware, and I want somebody to ask me, what do I want? Well, whatever I wanted, you have always given it to me. A Freedom Center Motivation and Educational Center. Freedom Center programs that could train our young people. Now we come to another point, and I want you to ask me what I want because I know you're going to give it to me. If you don't give it to me, if you don't give it to me, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you the people that you
Oh,
didn't
Mom.
give it to me.
Oh, Mom. Let's do this.
Okay,
You know,
I
you
need
what
somebody to
you
tell me
want.
what I want for Christmas.
Well, no. Is that a chittering question, or is that just a question?
No, that's just a question.
That's just a question. Well, let's
But-
get a chittering question before we get the Southern report. You know, we have a report from our fantastic reporter, our weather boy, a sportsman. We got dreams to remember and all that, but we got a ongoing report.
And I
that's
have
the
what
Southern
nobody
report.
has. I have a son that can really sing.
Oh, Mom,
Calvin,
you're
I'm
right.
interested in politics.
You're
really.
interested in politics.
I
Are you a
am.
registered voter?
Hello, of course.
Okay.
Hello?
You know anybody that's not?
Hello,
Hello.
yes.
What do you want for Christmas?
I'm so happy you asked me that, and because you asked me that, I want to give you a turkey.
Oh,
Turkey.
thank you.
Okay, and what is your name?
Loretta McClain.
Loretta McLean. Let me tell you what I want for Christmas.
Okay.
I want a freedom garden. Fortunately, I expressed my wishes to some students from Oklahoma State University, students that were in landscaping engineer. And I told them that we had at the back of Freedom Center some land, and I wanted to see that land turned into a garden where people could walk through that garden and we could see the picture of those courageous black firemen that fought segregation and opened doors. Not only that, we could see a black policeman chief, a black policeman that stood the scars of segregation, but they were there. I wanted to see people like unknown heroes in this garden. And a group of students under Mrs. Joanne Lindley came to Freedom Center. And they listened to my dream of a freedom garden. A freedom garden where those maids can be honored because they were the backbone. They went to Nichols Hills and they went to Capitol Hill and worked and sent us to school. We cannot forget them. And I wanted people to know their names because I'm so proud now of the people that visit Freedom Center and look at the great heroes of all times. They look at the wall, they look at the monument, they look at the names of people that have made contributions. But there's another story. There's some unsung heroes, some business people, Mr. Matthews, we could go on down the list. Educators like Mr. F.D. Moon and others that didn't make the list. But I want people to be able to come from all over the world and go through that Freedom Garden. And the Freedom Garden, Calvin,
Well,
I don't know.
I'm
It
trying
wa-
to visualize what you're saying. You say a freedom garden. I know that here in Oklahoma, we have some very difficult weather. And, I mean, what kind of garden are you talking?
Calvin, I
when
just
you
want
say
people to come
garden,
to
I'm
the
thinking
Freedom
of
Center
carrots.
Monday evening after 4. I want them to come up there, and I want them
Monday
to vote
evening after
on
this
which
Monday.
one they like best. They'll be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and they have been
Wow.
worked. And these
You're
students,
still not making it clear to me. And even though I am an ardent listener to the Clara Luper radio show every Saturday morning here on KTLV 1220 on your AM dial, 672-1220, I still don't understand what you mean by a freedom garden. Is this a rock garden? Is this a
Calvin,
a
I
water
want the people
garden?
to
No,
see
what
it.
is it?
But what I visualize is a garden where people can come and drink from the fountain of history and can walk through that garden and say, here's a picture of Mr. and Mrs. D.J. Diggs, Mrs. Ira Holmes, Mr. Willard Moore, and others that are pioneered the way. because I don't want God to let me live to forget those that made it possible.
Is there enough room in that backyard
Calvin,
for a garden,
the people,
Mom? I'm trying.
the people we don't have to worry about that because these are students that are trained in landscaping. These are students that have taken that time out and their teachers say, this is a project. And we are really proud of it. You know, we can't tell what God has in store for us. And that's what I want for Christmas. And if you want to give it to me, okay.
You want a garden for Christmas.
I want a freedom garden.
Freedom garden for Christmas. That's
and I don't want it for Clara, but I want it for unborn generations that will go to Freedom Center and they will look at the historical wall. They will look at the monument, and then they will walk through that garden, and they will see the pictures of those that paved the way. How many of you, what do you know about A. Vicenio Johnson and the role that he played? Well, I don't know, but I do know one thing. That's what I want. Now, you say what? Oh, yes, I don't know how much it's going to cost, and that's not a problem for me, because if I don't have enough well wishes to do it.
Well, Mom.
Yes, Calvin.
Well, Mom, see, now you're talking about a garden. You're talking about Monday, this coming Monday, that'll be December, 15th, 16th? December the 16th
it's
at
going,
4 o'clock. Come up there and
the
you have some drawings.
They will be on exhibit.
Anticipated drawings of a
you
garden.
Yes.
A garden in that little
And
backyard.
I need somebody to head the garden committee, the Freedom Center Garden Committee. Call me and tell me, Clara, I want to head it. Oh, my
Mom,
gracious.
it's getting on up
But
in
let
the
me
front.
tell you something. I want to talk about that Millwood School.
For Christmas, that's going to be very
Millwood,
difficult to do.
If you remember last week, I invited 2 of the candidates for board members of Millwood School to come here today.
Now you did.
I invited Mr. Harrison,
Charles,
and I invited Mr. Pettis Jr. And here in living color, one of the candidates, take it away.
Well, we got a candidate for the Millwood School Board. I don't know the district number or the seat number, but I'd like to introduce to some of you and make all of you aware of it that the phone number here, where you're getting ready to hear Mr. Pettis, in case you have any questions, 672-1220. We invite your participation in today's show. Good morning. How are you doing, young man?
Good morning. I am doing quite well
And
today.
who are you?
I am John A. Pettis Jr.
John A. Pettis Jr. John A. Pettis. It's not often that people get invited to be in the Blue Room on the Clara Luper Radio Show, where we have the most intelligent listening audience. What are you doing out here this morning?
I am doing out here this morning because Miss Luper invited me to come in to tell you what I'm doing for Millwood Public School District. As you well know, that I filed for the Millwood Board of Education on December the 2nd, 2002. I remember a month after I graduated from Millwood High School in 2001, Miss Luper and I was on Power Jam at 1140, and I announced right then and right there that I was going to run for the Millwood Board of Education.
Well, why would you do that? Now, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Now, you're a recent graduate of the Millwood Public School System. What prepares you for the school board of a thriving and dynamic district like Millwood?
What prepares me for this position is that before I graduated from high school, the state director of the Oklahoma Department of Career and Technology Education asked me to come and work for her as one of her right-hand people. I had the privilege, for those who don't know what the State Department of Career and Technology is, it's formerly known as the Oklahoma Department of Vocational and Technical Education. House Bill 2128 changed that, and that House Bill name change happened maybe 2 to 3 years ago.
Okay. Now, Mr. Pettis, you've had experience there with the that used to be FHA, isn't that what basically it was?
Yes.
Long way to that. Okay, but then now you've been out in the real world and as a student, and my concern is, what do you bring to the district?
What I bring to the district is the knowledge of how education works in the state of Oklahoma and how the education works in the United States of America.
How does education work in the state of Oklahoma and the United States? What difference are you going to make? A young man, fresh out of high school, 2 years of college? what can you bring to the district? That's what I'm concerned about. Tell us, man. Tell us. I really want to know.
What I can bring to Millwood District is, and let me remind you again, that before I graduated from high school, I started working for the state of Oklahoma as one of Career Tech Learning Network specialists, where I had the opportunity to develop programs for Tinker Air Force Base, Bank of Oklahoma, training their employees how to conduct their business. And you see, I have the vast knowledge of what educational opportunities that are out there in the state of Oklahoma, in the nation.
Okay.
And I want to make Millwood dreams reality.
Okay. Now, you should be quite aware of what's happening there at the Millwood school system. Now, how do you think that you will be able to interact with the current board members?
You see, I
don't see nothing but you here in the Blue Room, Clara Luper Radio Show 1220 672 1220, and live and in living color. We got John A. Pettis,
right.
Jr., young man, talking about being a member of the board of education at Millwood School. John, that takes a lot of heart. Now, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
My record speaks for itself, for the relationship that I have with Dr. Gloria Griffin, the superintendent of the Millwood Public School District, Millwood School business manager, Mr. Kelly, the board members and administration staff, and the parents and patrons of the Millwood School District. They can say that Mr. Pettis, they can see Mr. Pettis down the hallways during the week. They can say that they see Mr. Pettis in the classroom watching what's going on. They can say that Mr. Pettis has been to the West Coast, to the East Coast, to Oklahoma City's capital, to D.C. for his finding resources for the Millwood community.
Now, I would like to ask you a question. What are the responsibilities of a board member?
The main responsibility of the board member is to make policies and procedures of the school district.
Now, what policies would you make?
The policies and procedures that I would make.
I didn't ask you about the procedures. I asked you about the policies.
The policies would be policies that would allow students to live the everyday dream of being a true American. Don't you know, more than every 8 seconds of a school day, an American student gives up his or her dreams and drops out of school. From that moment on, life choices are limited and successes are small. And you know what's sad about that statistics is that a lot of those students are African American students.
Okay, now you're going to do what at Millwood School? That's what I want to know.
I want to know too. 'Cause I mean, you're going on every 8 seconds. We got to.
Okay, I want to know.
What are you going to do?
That's what we want to know.
What I'm going to do for Millwood is to make the Millwood School District better by finding resources out there that would help Millwood physically and academically, so every student can live that American dream.
Then you aren't satisfied with the procedures that are going on now at Millwood School.
Every system needs improvement, and Millwood needs improvement. From Oklahoma, if you watch the news, and I know that you do, that every school district is having financial problems. Every school district is having problems with test scores. And so what I would do is to help Millwood live that dream for those students.
Well, you know, the Remington Park plays a significant financial. It plays a financial part with the Millwood School District, and you mean to tell me that there's still a need for money at the Millwood District?
Yes, it is.
And it's not coming from Remington? I mean, Remington is not doing enough.
Well,
what
would you
ask for Remington to do, since that was a key part of why we wanted Remington to be in Oklahoma City?
Well, if you look at Remington Park's history,
I'm looking
for the past several years.
Okay,
you will find out that Remington's Park resources is not coming in like it was back in when Remington Park first started in the Millwood community.
Okay.
Now, you are so busy with all your activities. How will you have time to be a board member?
You see, I would have time because I work in the educational field. I am the program coordinator for retired educators for agriculture programs. The organization is called REAP. It was formed in 1994 because of the lack of diversity in agriculture education. Let me remind you that if it wasn't for our people, agriculture would not be a multi-billion-dollar industrial.
Yeah, it might be that, but we aren't getting any of the money, right?
That's right. And my organization is geared towards grades 7 through 12 so they can understand what true agriculture is. It's not all about the farming and all that. You have agriculture business, agriculture law. And my organization message is to get that message out to the minorities and underserved population. Don't you know more than 25,000 students are enrolled in agriculture education, but it's sad to say only less than 600 of those are African Americans.
But I can say that if you want to support black businesses, why don't you go to Geronimo's and get some of those delicious donuts? Oh my goodness.
Geronimo's
Krispy donuts.
Kreme don't have nothing on Geronimo's.
Oh no, I love Geronimo's. And call Ted Hamlin if you want a home, 755-9052. Now, you know how to run business. You know how to run business. You tell me what you're going to do. I can hear you calling now. Clara, this is Mr. or Mrs., and I want to be on that Freedom Garden Committee. I want to see my name there for future generations.
Well, you know, some of those designs are just fantastic.
The designs are unbelievable.
That's
But they have been
4 o'clock.
trained. Monday, 4 o'clock, there will be an open house for design. And you come up there and you express your view. Now, don't you sit on your Constitution and wait.
That's what I'm on.
But one thing, we don't discriminate. We don't discriminate. That's not like ours. And I would certainly like to thank all of you that are been a part of Freedom Center. And don't tell me what you're going to do. Tell me what you're going to do now. We have a lot of parasitical people that sit around and wait until somebody else open doors and rush in them. Now, would you put more emphasis, Mr. Pettis, in agriculture in your school?
In the Millwood school.
In the Millwood School District? Yes?
Yes, most definitely. Don't you know there are approximately 435 agriculture teachers in the state of Oklahoma. It is sad to say none of them are minorities.
Okay, why would a minority go to study agriculture and they aren't offering agriculture in the high schools?
Because of the opportunities that there are out there.
So you're going to change that in Millwood School?
That is right, along with a whole list of things.
Then you don't need a superintendent, do you?
Yes, we do.
For what?
Every school needs a superintendent to run the school district.
Okay.
Now, the Board of Education finds and make policies and procedures of the school district, and it helps the superintendent in the school district to find other resources that are out there for the school district.
Well, you know, it's exciting to know that you, as a young man, are interested in politics, that you have the heart and withal to run. But then I'm wondering, do you really think that you can make a difference with a school board that is these people have been there for years? You think they're going to listen to your opinion?
Actually, yes. The record speaks for itself for the communication and relationship that I have with the members of the Millwood Board of Education. They can tell you that I have made several presentations to the board. They can tell you that they have put me in place as the chairman of the Capital Improvement Committee for the school district. And what the Capital Improvement Committee is, it is the committee that makes the recommendations to the Millwood School District and the State Board of Education for its improvements that is going to be made over several years, over a several-year period in the school district.
Roth Funeral Home is located at 2936 Northeast 36th Street in Oklahoma City. Roth Funeral Home is a family-owned business, and sometimes you just need to go and talk to the Roths and their descendants. This is the Clara Luper radio show, and I've given away a turkey today. I've given away one turkey is enough to give away. Yes.
Oh, Mom, it's Christmas time. Merry Christmas.
And then I want to give away a ham. I want to give away some old chitlins. I want to give away something from my favorite, Lamar's Beauty Salon. They have a new product down there. And the next one, they call me and tell me just what I've just said about Lamar Beauty Salon, where you can buy.
A question?
Yes.
You know, I've been part of the Clara Luper radio show, but I would like to know, for one caller to call in and let me know, when is the Millwood School Board election? When will it be held? And can I give away some chitterlings?
Yeah, you can give away
I give some
chitterlings.
chitterlings?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Chitterlings.
Okay.
Two questions
when
out
will
there.
that
When
election
will
be
the
held?
Millwood School Board election be held?
And who else is running? I'd like to know who else is
Oh, that's
running.
another
There are two,
question,
so we can
okay.
give away two things. Who else is running? Now, I invited both candidates to be here. One candidate called me and said he couldn't come because he was working. But certainly we will leave it open because we want to see. We want to expose our people to the best. And speaking of the best, don't forget the people that advertise on the Clara Luper radio show. These are the people that make it possible. And the thousands of you out in Radio Land, I can just hear you saying, I want that freedom garden. I want that freedom garden for not only for Clara Luper, because in a few days my name will be past history, but yours will live on, because how many of you will drive by Freedom Center tonight and look at the lights, because those lights represent you and your brightness and your education and your drive. Thank you for making it possible. And you know those Minutemen in the Freedom Center movement cannot be forgotten.
That
and
was
you
the
can
great
walk through that
60s.
garden and get acquainted with
That
them.
was the great 60s.
And then the
Great
great
50s.
and those firemen. Oh, I
That was
just
a
have
great
to
thing.
salute.
You know, and they were the fire department. A lot of people have probably forgotten, but if it hadn't have been for the Oklahoma City black firemen, I don't think that there would be a Boy Scout troop in Oklahoma City that was geared primarily for us minorities, because those firemen, in between their classes of doing their fire, in between all the things they had to do, they took the time out to sponsor a Boy Scout troop. My hat goes off to Melvin Franklin, the other firemen, Mr. Holmes,
and
all those out there.
that's right.
Man,
But
those
we will
guys,
have them in the garden. Won't
they'll
that
be in the
something?
garden.
Yes,
I know good
yes.
things will be happening.
Okay,
when you listen
we have
to
somebody's calling.
when you realize your history.
Okay.
You know. Good morning. Thank you for being a caller to the Clara Luper Radio Show.
I just wanted to say, Clara says she will be here just for a few days, but what she has done will live years and years and years and years, and I think she should permeate that garden down there at Freedom Center. And may I congratulate you on your Christmas decoration at Freedom Center, and God bless you, Clara.
Well, thank you so very kindly. The lights are shining at Freedom Center.
Yes.
And you're going to be a part of that garden.
Well, I think you should certainly be a part of it.
I'm talking about you now.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm talking about you now.
I have tried, and I'm
No,
still
I'm talking
trying.
about what you're going to do to help with the garden.
Well, I'm going to serve on the committee and do whatever
Okay, well,
I
that's
can.
all I want to hear. Well, thank
Okay.
you so very kind.
Okay.
Who else want to serve on the committee? Don't you go around telling people, I pick people. Whoever will, let them come. All right, because anybody can come here and jumping up and down, but Oklahoma City was built by those people that worked in the long, dark hours of segregation and discrimination and made it possible. I'm talking to Mr. Pettis. Mr. Pettis, now let me ask you a personal question. Do you really think you're going to win?
Yes, I do, because my record speaks for itself. Because the community can say that John A. Pettis Jr. is definitely involved in the community. Not only in the community, but what goes on in the state and what has been happening in this country.
Okay, who's running? I want to know who else is running for the Board of Education. That's a children dinner. I want to know when the election is. Calvin want to know. That's
I
a
need
children
to know.
dinner.
And then what do you have to do to be able to vote in an election in Millwood? Is that a citywide, or what do we do on that?
Okay, on the election, only people who are able to vote in the Millwood School District are those people who live in the Millwood School District.
Now, where is
The
that district located?
The district runs all the way from northeast 82nd in Eastern. It goes all the way to Lincoln Boulevard, and then it goes all the way, hit a little bit area of Forest Park and close to Spencer area, and that is basically the Millwood School District.
You know, that just brought up another question. Why wouldn't Eastern be Martin Luther King there in front of Millwood? Is that a problem?
It is.
It is.
Okay.
Yes,
The main address for Millwood Public School is
well, how can people get in
6724 North
contact
Martin
with
Luther
you if they wanted to
King.
help you?
Okay, I'm giving you two numbers. They can reach me at area code 405-424-1702 or area code 405-824-9036.
Are you still in school?
Yes, I am.
And where?
I am in school at Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma City campus, and I'm taking some correspondence classes at the Stillwater campus.
Okay, now I know OSU is going to a bowl. What bowl will OSU go to?
In football. In football.
Okay, okay.
I bet our sports reporter knows.
Okay, let's ask our sports
reporter. Do
you know where OSU is going? It is going where?
Well,
do you know where OU is going?
To the Rose Bowl.
But where's OSU going? Where's OSU going? Okay, it's a large city in Texas, and it starts with a H.
Houston.
Okay.
Well, it's nothing like Boomersoon.
Okay.
Well, this has been an exciting week. It's been an exciting program. We've got a young man on here with enough heart to want to run for an elective office, and I think people will come out and vote for you, man. Do you really believe that?
Yes, I do, because like I stated before, my record speaks for itself. Don't you know I became one of the youngest black executives here in the state of Oklahoma? Don't you know that my record...
Your record.
My record
is only this thick.
And I beg to differ.
Okay, well,
Mr.
anyway,
Luper.
he begs it.
He begs to differ.
And who's running against you? I want you to call me. And
okay, we're getting tight.
We're getting tight because I want to
One
give this
thing
ham
about it,
away.
Mom.
I got this ham here. I really want to give this ham away. Yes, a ham.
Ooh, is it cooked?
Well, if you
No,
want
it
something
come from
different, go
hometown
to the
IGA.
Something Different Diner. That's where you can go and get you a meal that's unusual. The Something Different Diner, located at 3101 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City in the Kimmich Plaza. Different Diner at 424-1902. If you need some legal advice, why don't you call Robert Hill, 812-6443. This is Clara Luper. Calvin, you got to sing
Mom, I
today.
got to sing. I got
You
to
gotta
go.
sing.
I got to sit down and sing. It's such an exciting day. Viola Bridges, your mom, I know she's listening. She thoroughly enjoys the radio show. Constant listener.
Does she enjoy enough to hear Clara Luper with her
She
garden?
will be there. Mrs. Tucker, I hope you feel a lot better. But this song goes out to you, Viola. Happy birthday, Viola. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Sing it,
Happy
Calvin.
birthday to you. You.
Will you do me a favor? Will you call 5 people this week and ask them what do they think about the Freedom Garden? What do they think about having a garden that we can walk through and see the names of those courageous janitors, maids, bus drivers, and others that have made this day possible? And then I want all of you to remember one thing, if you forget everything else, that you have a responsibility. And the little time you're on earth, you must do that be in for it all of the way. I would like to thank you for your prayers and your good wishes for me, for all of my friends, and for all people all over the country.
When is that election? What's the date?
The date for the election is February the 11th, 2002. And
Day
they can
after
go
my
to
2003.
2003.
Day after
excuse
my
me.
birthday.
This is Clara Luper saying whatever you do something.
We'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10 at your number one gospel station, KTLV. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.
And the views and opinions expressed on the preceding program were not necessarily those of AM Radio 1220 KTLV.
This is your key to living victoriously. AM 1220 KTLV, Midwest City, Oklahoma City, and streaming audio at www.